Hello students, this is Amuda R, Assistant Professor, the Department of Robotics and Automation. Our subject code is MR3491. Our subject name is Sensors and Instrumentation. Today we are going to discuss about in Unit 2 Part 3, right? The next topic is GPS. We all know already GPS is a global positioning system. In day-to-day life we are using a GPS, right, in our mobile phone for tracking bus, for tracking some other people, to share our locations likewise, right? So which is a satellite navigation system, so which is about 20,000 kilometer away from the earth. So the satellite is away from 20,000 kilometer from the earth, right? So it can provide the location and also time information. We get the time information and also location. So the GPS works with 24 hours in any conditions. In any conditions, the GPS works in 24 hours. So for a complete GPS, it requires at least 24 satellites. But now there is a technology is developed, so more than 33 satellites work together for the system of GPS, right? So now we can use this GPS in navigation of airplanes, cars, trucks, GPS tracker, and that is a terminal device based on the GPS positioning technology. So this is a GPS basics. So working of a GPS. So it consists of three main parts. One is a base station, and another one is a GPS satellites. Another one is a control system. So these are the three parts are there in GPS. So the satellites have a cover virtually every corner of the earth. So no matter where you are, at least 4 GPS satellites can visible at any time. Okay, 4 GPS satellites can be visible at any time for one people or one location, right? So everyone regularly transmit the information about their location and real time. So we are transfer our location to another people. So they are tracking our location, right, and all in real time, right? So these signals that are traveling at the speed of light are intercepted by the GPS receiver. So GPS receiver calculates the distance between the people and the satellite. GPS receiver calculates the distance between the people and the satellite. Then only it gives the proper timing and also a proper location. That is the information, right? So the time of information. So here, sorry. So what a GPS receiver does, it locate the 4 or more satellites and it calculates the distance between each one of them, right? So here the GPS tracking system in our car, right? So and other devices finds out its current location because of this GPS receiver, right? So this GPS receiver only calculate the distance between, that may be a car, that may be people, to the satellites, right? It receives and gives to them. Okay. So this is a GPS receiver. Here is the GPS receiver, and here is the people. So this GPS receiver calculates the distance between satellites and the people. Then it gives the proper information, the longitude, latitude, all the things it will give, right? So disadvantage of GPS is, even though GPS technology brings us a greater convenience, it still has some limitations. So what are the GPS satellite signals are too weak when compared to phone signals. When compared to phone signals, the GPS signal is weak. So it does not work as well indoors. Yes, it does not work as well indoors, underwater, under trees. It does not, it works, but not in a proper way. Okay. The highest accuracy requires line of sight from the receiver to the satellite. So this is why GPS does not work very well in a urban environment. So these are the disadvantage of a GPS. So next one is a working principle. So GPS tracker is a hardware device. So it can be seen in GPS receiver. So GPS receiver is a hardware device. So it have the tracker can have the log the location data, then send to the data to the server. Here I will explain. So here is the main server have a log data logs. So every data is collected in a main server. It gives through the internet to the mobile phone and our laptop, that may be an electronic device which have the GPS tracker. So reports tracking via computer or mobile phone, and another is connected to the control center through the internet. The internet may be, this internet is a server routes, right? So from this the control center, that server 1 server 2, there is a two servers, so to provides the redundancy, right? So is that it is connected to the internet. So the signals coming from the GSM network, for the two servers, the signals coming from the GSM network. So the tower relays data to server here. So from the GSM network, it gives all the information to the truck, car, bike, that may be an animal. It have, if it have the GPS tracker, and the school students, and luggage bags, and drones, so or a helicopter, but that may be anything. So these are have the tracker, means GPS tracker means the GSM network gives the output. So acquired data sent to a nearest tower using GPRS or TCP protocols. These are the protocols to send the data, right? This device acquires a GPS via satellite. This device acquires a GPS via satellites. Here is the GPS positioning satellites. So there is a different types of satellites in this space. So likewise the GPS will work. So next one is a Bluetooth. In day-to-day life we are using AirPods, and yeah, that is a Bluetooth AirPods. So Bluetooth is a short range wireless communication technology. It's a wireless communication technology, and also it allows the electronic device to exchange the data over a radio waves in a physical cables. So by using a physical cables or radio waves, so both we are hearing some songs in day-to-day life. We are hearing some songs using the physical cables or using wireless earbuds that is using radio waves. So mainly for simple low power and personal connectivity. So which is used to connect a nearby device such as phones, laptops, accessories, and also it is designed to replace a short cables with a wireless links, and which operates in 2.4 GHz industrial and scientific and medical frequency band. It operates in frequency band like 2.4 GHz. Okay, so Bluetooth versions and types. So Bluetooth exists in two main versions. So one is a Bluetooth Classic. This is the original version of a Bluetooth, designed to a continuous high reliability data and audio transmission between devices over a short distance. This is designed for high reliability data and audio transmission between some two devices with a short distance. Okay, this is the Bluetooth Classic, name as a Bluetooth Classic. So it supports a steady data audio streaming between devices. Next, higher power consumption compared to BLE. BLE means Bluetooth Low Energy. I will explain ahead. Commonly used in headphones, speakers, keyboard, computers. And also it provides the moderate data rates for reliable connections. So next one is a architecture is a next one version is a BLE. BLE is a Bluetooth Low Energy, is a power efficient version which is optimized for devices that transmit small amounts of data intermittently and extending battery life. So it's ideal for low power battery operated device like wearables and sensors, for example our smartwatches, right? So in that the BLE type is there. So supports a intermittent or a periodic data transfer. So you want to send a data often, then means we use the BLE. So widely used in IoT, smart home, health monitoring devices. And also it maintains the connectivity with a minimal energy consumption. Okay. So this is the BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy. So there is a two architecture. One is a Piconet, another one is a ScatterNet. So this device is organized and communicate within a network. So it supports two main types, that is Piconet. So Piconet is a basic Bluetooth network. So where one device is acting as a master and another, all the devices acting as a slaves. Here is a master and slaves are 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a 6 slaves, one master. So it acting that is master will send the information to the slave. Okay. So next one is here. Here the master device coordinates the data transmission and timing, and slave communicate only when allowed by the master. If master only allows means the slaves communicate. If master said okay transmit the data means the slaves will transmit the data. Otherwise it will not do anything. So uses frequency hopping to avoid interface. Uses the frequency hopping to avoid the interference, right? To avoid the interference, it uses the frequency hopping, and also supports the ADHOC network formation and nearby devices. So ADHOC network formation is nothing but it's also it have the one master and multiple slave, and there's a one master and multiple slave. So it looking like a tree. The architecture is looking like a tree, that is called the ADHOC network. So based on the Piconet will be work. Next one is a ScatterNet. ScatterNet is from multiple Piconets, that is a multiple number of masters are there, and for that master there is a slaves, that may be a 6 or 8 slaves are there. So it allowing a larger network to function seamlessly. So this extends a network coverage beyond single Piconet. Actually, multiple Piconet is called a ScatterNet. So device can act as a master in one Piconet and slave in another. That master also, the slave also act as a master for another slaves. Okay, enables communication across the multiple groups of devices, useful in environments where many Bluetooth devices coexist. So this is a ScatterNet, and Piconet ScatterNet is the architecture of the Bluetooth. Okay. Here is the one Piconet, another Piconet is there. There is a two Piconet. It's combined, we called as a ScatterNet because M1 is a master, S1, S2, S3, S4 is the slaves for master 1. But here the master 2 uses same slave for the master 1, right? The M1, M2 is a master, and S7, S4, S5, S6, these are the slaves. So these are combined together in ScatterNet. Okay. So common types of Bluetooth devices in car headset, stereo headset, webcam, Bluetooth enabled printer, Bluetooth global positioning, GPS, right? Global positioning system. These are the common types of Bluetooth devices. These are the advantage and disadvantage of the Bluetooth device. It's a low cost, easy to use, and it supports the wireless connectivity without cables, and also it have the quick ADHOC connection. So Bluetooth signals can penetrate walls and obstacles to the limited extents, right? It supports both voice and data transmission. Bluetooth consumes the low power in a BLE. So widely supported across the smartphones, laptops, and IoT devices. So these are the advantage, and disadvantage is Bluetooth can be vulnerable to security threats. So easily threatened. So if proper pairing and encryptions are not used, if you are using some proper pairing and encryption means it will be okay. Otherwise it will be threatened. Okay. So it offers lower data transfer speed compared to Wi-Fi. That is up to 3 Mbps, and also performance may degrade due to interference in 2.4 GHz ISM band. So the performance have a degradation. Okay. So traditional Bluetooth Piconet communicates does not support routing through a Bluetooth mesh. So it does not supporting for the routing in Piconet communication. So it enables the multi-hop routing in modern implementation. So these are the disadvantage of Bluetooth. Thank you. If you have any questions and or doubts, please drop your comment below. For more lecture videos, visit our website smit.edu.in. Follow our Facebook page SMIT Chennai. Follow our Instagram page SMIT Official Chennai. Thank you.